have the more growth in terms of the technical function, technical skills. Okay, there a lot of competition is there into the technical technologies and module nowadays. You can get job easily, but it doesn't matter that. But if you want to go growth for the senior level or the tier level or any kind of the seniority level, it's very difficult. You need to you will be having a lot of competition in there. But functional side is not like that. At least if you work for 2 to 3 years, also we can get easily the seniority level position. Okay, fine. So do you want me to go for the SAP overview screen, or shall you start directly?
Whatever you think, right, Rama? Because
yeah, I'm thinking that better will go for the overview. It will help to you, because so that you will not have a questions while going for the session class configuration side. Okay, otherwise you'll ask what is this, then it's a problem for us also. So
okay, sure.
Better we'll start with the overview. It will take not more than 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. We'll go for the overview. Then we'll come to the our configuration side, what exactly the job will be there and how the content customization will be done. Okay. So I started the recorded session also. You'll be getting the recorded session also. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you see the screen presentation path?
Did you ping me?
No. Just you can view my screen.
Not yet. I'm not able to see it.
I shared you already.
Waiting to view Rahman's screen. Should I accept something?
No, nothing is there here. You can.
Oh, sorry. I'm seeing it now. Sorry. Yeah.
Presentation path, right?
Yeah.
No. Fine. See, this we called it ERP modules. All the modules we call ERP, right? You know that. And ERP is enterprise resource and planning. Okay. Enterprise is nothing but a organization or a company, and resources it will use to go for the implementation part, any kind of the implementation. Okay. And while using these resources, the SD, MM, HR, FI, CO, and then all the functional people, and apart from that manpower, they will go for the planning for that basically, and then finally execution will come. So this is all about the ERP abbreviation. Okay. Now, so basically the history of SAP is, the full form is System Application and Product in Data Processing. You know that. And the main the concept started in first time in 1972. The 5 engineers of the IBM people they invented the first name, the SAP. Okay. And we call that SAP AG, that is Germany based, and those are the 5 people are there who started that. Hope, Hector, these are the 5 people are there. Okay. Now, so these are the vendors who will implement the ERP module. SAP, Arkil, JDverse, PeopleSoft, BAN, right? You may be heard that out of them some name. You know that very well, SAP, Arkil, right? Even you know PeopleSoft also. People still, the company is implementing PeopleSoft nowadays also. Those SME organization who cannot afford for SAP license version, so they can prefer to go for the PeopleSoft implementation. Okay.
Yeah.
And even if you go for the comparison, all the vendors or all the implementation of ERP, SAP is one of the leader in the ERP module, right? Then
Yes.
PeopleSoft, they all will go for the SME organization, is small medium enterprise companies. Okay. And second thing is, if you go for the PeopleSoft or any other module or kill, then the requirement of job is very less, right? You need to target those specific company only, but SAP is not like that. It's into the worldwide. Every big company, every MNC company, they have the SAP implementation. Fine. Now, so these are the modules in the ERP. Hello.
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah. So these are the modules in the ERP. You'll have the, we call that logistic module. R3 is the, this is the versions is there, real-time architecture. It started with R1, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. This is Tier 3 version is there. We call that 3 by 3. Okay. R by 1, R by 2, R by 3. This is the third version is running in the ERP module. And it consists of the various module SD, MM, PP, QM, warehouse management, HR, PS, FICO. So these are the modules will involve into the ERP. Now, as a SD functional consultant, will have the interaction with the three consultant, three department. One is MM, FICO and ABAP. You know that ABAP is mandatory. For every functional consultant has to interact with the ABAPer. So ABAPer is the unique guy in the SAP implementation. Every functional consultant has to interact with the ABAPer. Right? Okay. So do you have any doubt here?
No.
No. Now we'll go for the conceptual area. This is very important. It is one of the backbone of the SAP implementation. SAP conceptual area. Okay. And it play one of the role in the SAP implementation. This is one of the core part of the SAP, and it is subdivided into the three areas: application area, basis area and development area. Now, what exactly this thing involve? Application area, where all the functional people will do the configuration and customization. All the functional consultant, SD, MM, HR, PP, FICO, they will do the configuration customization in the application area. Now, coming to the basis area is play a role of a system admin. You know that system admin job, how it will be there, right?
Yeah.
He will provide the authorization to the user and he'll take care of the operating system, installment, any problem is there, issue there, he will sort. So meanwhile, it play a, I'm not talking about that level, but to give the example so that we can understand easily. That is the reason I'm giving that. It's a entirely professional job will be there for a basis consultant also, like all the functional consultant. They will take care, they will provide the authorization to the users. He can provide. For example, if you are working for SD project, there may be at least 5 to 6 people will be there on one project SD, right? So suppose whenever whatever the configuration customization you will do in the IDS system, that is demo version, you can configure from the top to bottom, and you can configure each and every functionalities of the SD requirement. From inquiry to order, you can create material, you can create sales document, you can create the material master, you can create the customer master, you can go for the sales document, pricing, shipping, delivery, everything you can configure in the IDS system, demo version we call that. But real time is not at all possible to access by one consultant from the inquiry to order, complete life cycle order to cash. Okay. For that, you'll have the phase of meeting will be there. This is 5 phases is there. In the initial of the phase, you'll have the kickoff meeting there. All the task and activity will be divided to the respective consultant. Fine. 5 consultants will be there. One consultant will take care of the pricing. One consultant will take care of the shipping. One consultant will go for all the master data, and some other consultant will take care of all the development skill. And for the entire project, what are the duration will be there? 5 months, 6 months, 1 year. Whatever the duration will be there, his roles and responsibilities to have the access to those functionalities and transactions. He cannot access some other transaction. Got it?
Okay.
Now,
Got it.
apart from that, if you want to access some other functionality, then ABAP basis consultant will come to the picture. Then you need to send the mail to the basis consultant, he'll update you. And meanwhile, his responsibilities is to implement the SAP software. Is that clear for you? Now, coming to the development, you know that very well, the development area, because you are working for the past year. See, development, it will come, we call that into the SAP, that is enhancement functionalities, that is done by the ABAPer, advanced business application and programming. His responsibilities is to develop the functionalities as soon as you get the requirement from the functional people. Okay, then what he will do, he will take care of the coding, development, programming, and some terminology and technology which you use in the ABAP, we call that BAPI, BADI, user exist, LSMW, BDC, these all we call enhancement functionality. Okay. Now, how the ABAPer, now before we go for that, I would like to give the in-depth overview on the what exactly the functional consultant roles and responsibility in the real time. See, as a functional consultant, you need to play a client traction. That is important. That is the reason huge demand for functional consultant compared to basis and the technical people, because they not at all involve any kind of the meeting, any kind of the appointment, any kind of the preparation of the plan, right? So but just whatever the requirement you will gather from the functional people, you will do the development. Fine. Now, so as a functional consultant, your role will be client interaction, and meanwhile you are the mediator between the company and the client, right? Company is nothing but offline where you are working. Client is online where you have the interaction, day-to-day activity, what is happening from the day-to-day. Okay, and simultaneously you need to gather the complete information and understand the business process flow of the company while interacting with the client, and you need to map those requirements to the standard SAP. That is as a functional consultant roles and responsibilities. Fine. Now, secondly, whatever the requirement you will gather, so we'll assumption basis, we'll say that 70 to 80% exactly will map to the standard SAP, and 30% we call that gap analysis. Do you know gap analysis?
No, I don't.
Okay. Gap analysis is nothing but which can be done by the technical people, development people. Means some requirement is unable to meet. For example, the client wants that I want to add a one tab page or one field, one screen tab, one push button. Okay, one field I want to add in sales order screen. This is not possible, the functional skill, right? Functional job is to understand the business process, do the configuration customization, but we cannot develop. So then that, then ABAP will come to the picture. Then as a functional consultant, you need to prepare the functional spec. One document you need to prepare, business plan you need to prepare, and then you need to hand over to the technical people, ABAP. Then ABAP will analyze the business process, and he will go for the to develop something to fulfill the requirement of the client what you have provided to them. Okay, and then as soon as it will be done, they will forward to the QA people, called quality analyst people. There the testing, manual testing and everything will be done. Okay, after that they will cross check all those transaction and functionality, whether it's working or not properly, what is done by the technical people. After that, as soon as they'll come to know it is working fine, either they'll forward to the user or it functional consultant. Again, functional consultant will do the testing and R&D on that. If it is working, everything is working fine or smoothly, then it will transfer the basis consultant. Basis consultant will transfer those change requests to the production server. Got it? There is three server is there. One is development server, quality analyst server, production server. Development, all the people will do the configuration, customization, development. Quality analyst, there it will check for the testing. Production will be live server will be there, right? It will be client time. Okay. So before transferring into the production, you need to think the 100 of the time, 1000 of the time, because once as soon as you transfer those requirement, you unable to delete the requirement, right? You know that. Fine. No.
Okay. Can we revert back the changes if we have to?
Pardon?
Can we revert back the changes if there is any issue?
To whom you are talking about?
I mean, once you move to production, if there are any problem, can we get it back?
Yes, yes, you can get. You need to prepare document, you need to prepare report, then you need to delete that value from there in the production. There's a lot of complicated that. It will take a lot of time also. That will be high priority, that issue will be. Yeah, that issues will